Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Arizona will put it away to start this one. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So Arizona State's offense will have the ball first. Guys, Arizona State just took the Territorial Cup and just beat Arizona about the head and shoulders with it. 35-0 at halftime last year, and you've got to think that Arizona has spent every day since plotting their revenge.
I mean, you talk about like frying pan to the head, 640-plus yards of offense a year ago. Like, it was embarrassing. Arizona State did what they want, how they wanted, when they wanted, running, throwing, whatever.
He's loose. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Levitt. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quick completion on the out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Udo. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So Arizona's offense will go to work for the first time today. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Hunter. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Flips it out in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Arizona right back to the line. They'll run for it. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Wildcats are threatening on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Fafita. And as he throws, touchdown Arizona. Quick strike through the air for the score. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to pick up a first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. That penalty puts the defense in a bind. It'll be 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Flips it out on the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Sun Devils send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Got a man. It's Hudson. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Fires to the wideout. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Arizona comes out with another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Might be looking to run. Unleashes to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Arizona in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. He's in open space downfield. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and we'll get ready to change sides for the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the play. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Moving away from pressure. Got him and nobody's close. It's a running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona!
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all three phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking for room. It's Udo. Shakes off the defender. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. To throw, it's Fafita. Snagged in the middle, it's Burnett. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Punts it out of the air. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Makes a connection. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the grab. It's Hudson. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Gives it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. They're working that left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Back to throw, it's Levitt. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Tyson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's Moss.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Looking to scramble. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the big throw. Touchdown, Wildcats! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that.
Arizona 35. Arizona State 0.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Looking deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to go up top on first down. Gets rid of it. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He rifles one deep down the right side. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points.
Unleashes one deep. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Arizona.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime. Guys, I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Territorial Cup rivalry is among the most bitter in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Arizona and Arizona State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Sun Devils will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
He's got an open man. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it. It's a seam wide open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
Rides to back and leaves it. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to fire. Forced out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona. The Wildcats are indeed bearing down as Arizona stretches the lead.
Arizona's making plays, and you're starting to see the speed on this roster show itself, David.
Yeah, making plays, performing at a high level, especially against a rival. This is impressive by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be knocked down. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He's going for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, going up top. Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? On the run, fires downfield. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Direct snap. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Levitt. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Sun Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Here's the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's open on the right. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Stands in and takes the hit. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. They'll come to the line, 90 seconds to play here in the third. Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Second down coming up.
Second down.
To the air, it's Levitt. Makes the grab. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Sun Devils come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's the pressure. The sure hands, it's Udo. There he goes. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Give to Brown. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, a lot of space. Scoops it up, still a live ball. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Unloads to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He makes a catch. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats. Here.
Sprinting away. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of three. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. and we'll start with the first down. Might as well give it to him again. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. And he's dragged down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be dragged down. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Back to pass on second down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. And the Sun Devils will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He takes it at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking downfield, it's Levin. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain. The Sun Devils have it with a first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Udo. There he goes.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Sun Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it falls falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Fifita. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side. Turning on the Jets. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. Open space at the 25. Wide open spaces. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Arizona lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They'll try it again from the one on second and goal. Trying to punch it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Arizona State, 7.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. He's going up top here late in the game. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Working the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Sun Devils line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll leave it with him. Still running at the 40. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Turning it on. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. The prize is the oldest rivalry trophy in college football, and it is Arizona who will bring home the Territorial Cup. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.